Hello everyone, and today we have another thing that I got from Twitter, and I'm not making a habit of doing this, but it is genuinely interesting, this one, and it is perfect for me not having any time today to actually make a video and stuff like that. The next video will be normal, I promise you. But today, this one is actually very interesting because we have, I guess, a start of a list here, and it's a very beginning of the list, but I figure we could kind of keep the list going and continue to list more of what I'm reading through here. Now I forget where I got this from, but it isn't mine, I'm just saying. And if you know where it came from, feel free to let me know. This is unchecked female privileges. And we have privilege is invisible to those who have it, which I think is a pretty good thing to use here. A lot of SJWs probably wouldn't want you to. Lower chance of being a murder victim. Lower chance of committing suicide. Lower chance of physical assault. Longer average lifespan. Less work-related injuries. Less work-related deaths. Shorter, easier criminal convictions. Circumcision is illegal. Draft immunity. Divorce family court bias. More scholarships available. High college acceptance rate. Less likely to drop out of college. Emotional encouragement. Hypergamy. Cheaper healthcare. Better healthcare. Control 60% of US wealth. Reproductive rights. Women's shelters. White House Women and Girls Council. Police deference during domestic disputes. Better employed for same experience. Gynocentrism. Assumed primary parental figure. Positive sexual encouragement. Less mental health referrals. Safer work conditions. Less productivity pressure. More better contraceptive options. Not assumed to be a pedophile around kids. Not avoided by strangers because of the other gender. Better education. Less likely to be homeless. Less likely to be unemployed. Less likely to abuse drugs. More likely to be a helped treated victim. Less often admonished by teachers. Given extra attention in class. Less likely to be depressed. Less likely to have a mental illness. Less likely to abuse alcohol. The sisterhood. Less pressure for financial achievement. Feelings given more inherent value. Safer workplace conditions. Expected to choose easier career. Priority during emergency rescue. Punish less for changing your mind. Less likely to transition gender identity. Less enforcement of heterosexuality. Likely to experience dysmorphia. General immunity to sexism allegations. Less likely to live in poverty. Less likely to emigrate for work. Less likely to be killed in a war. Exclusive school groups and clubs. Having it all. Women's studies departments. More likely to have a teacher of your gender. Not commonly considered privileged. Feminism. So there you have it. It's to the point, and there's quite a lot of them. As you can see, it is a bit targeted towards the US with that kind of thing. Seeing as how a lot of the stuff that kind of happens that you hear about the most usually goes on over there, and I kind of see why. But I definitely do think that this is something that is quite interesting. A lot of the time when you bring up the idea of females having privileges, it's seen as like a bad thing. Like basically everything is just related back to, oh my god, you must hate women regardless of what you actually said. And you know my opinions on feminism if you have seen my video on, I think it was called Was Feminism Ever Really That Great? I mean, where I basically just talk about the idea as a whole. Why did we have to have feminism? Why is it that we have to ignore men's problems from the very beginning? What made women special? All that kind of stuff. I really think that a lot of these aren't just products of third wave feminism, like everyone wants to say that third wave feminism is the bad iteration, and it completely ignore all of the crazies in basically feminism as a whole. I think that this is what happens when you have this entire world basically growing up with feminism and having a lot of stuff gradually be taken over by feminism and controlled by feminism. This is the sort of shit that you get. And it's gonna take a really fucking long time to get this shit sorted out, if it ever will be. This is just the start of the list, I think, which is why I was saying, can you think of any more? We should encourage a kind of ongoing thing where we discuss this sort of stuff. So yeah, thank you for putting up with all of the weird stuff on this channel while I'm just busy in general. And thank you for sticking around.